In February 2016, Hanson Robotics, Yisen Jichiren Jiju Gongsi, headquartered at the Hong Kong Science Park in Pak Shek Kok, activated Sophia, a humanoid figure capable of rendering more than 60 distinct facial expressions, powered by a combination of cerebral text-to-speech synthesis and the OpenCog Artificial General Intelligence Framework. That activation established Hong Kong as the institutional home for what would become one of the world's most recognized artificial beings, and the city's role as Sophia's base of operations remained constant throughout the decade that followed, even as Ben Goertzel, then the company's chief scientist, eventually departed around 2020 to lead Singularity Net. Against this backdrop, the Hong Kong government was simultaneously constructing financial infrastructure for the technology sector. Chief Executive C.Y. Leung's January 2016 policy address had announced an HK 2 billion Innovation and Technology Venture Fund, a capital resource whose effects would ripple through many of the developments that followed. In May 2017, Simone Giacomelli visited Hanson Robotics at Hong Kong Science Park, a meeting that contributed directly to the conceptual formulation of Singularity Net, an early intersection of blockchain and artificial intelligence whose origins lay in the laboratory housing Sophia. In the same year, a startup called Asiabots was founded, with co-founders Thomas Wong, Huang Zihao, and Chris Shum, Chen Zhaohui, establishing themselves at Unit 521, Level 5, Cyberport 3, and building natural language processing systems with a particular focus on Cantonese, a linguistic priority that would remain central to the company's digital human work throughout the decade. By July 2017, the growing significance of Hong Kong as a venue for artificial intelligence debate was on display at RISE 2017, held at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center on July 12, where Sophia and Han, another Hanson Robotics creation, debated questions about the future of humanity, with Ben Goertzel moderating the exchange and international press, including AFP and TechCrunch, documenting the event. That October, although the occasion itself unfolded in Riyadh at the Future Investment Summit on October 25th, Sophia received Saudi Arabian citizenship, a moment of global attention made entirely possible by work conducted out of the Pak Shek Kok facility. December 2017 brought the city's first Smart City Blueprint, a document comprising 76 initiatives intended to formalize Hong Kong's ambitions as a technology-forward metropolis. In February 2018, Financial Secretary Paul Chan-mo-po presented a budget committing 50 billion Hong Kong dollars to innovation and technology, allocating 20 billion Hong Kong dollars to the Lok Ma Chau Loop, 10 billion Hong Kong dollars each to the Innovation and Technology Fund, research clusters, and the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation, and 200 million Hong Kong dollars to Cyberport, the institution housing Asiabots and a persistent center of gravity for digital-focused startups. The following month, in March 2018, Sophia appeared at Sonar Festival Hong Kong, where she was interviewed by the Hong Kong Free Press, giving local audiences a direct encounter with the robot whose global profile was then at its highest. In April 2018, Asiabots launched Dr. Care, an AI-powered medical consultation avatar named Carrie, whose capabilities included Cantonese natural language processing, a symptom-checking database spanning more than 2,000 symptoms and 300 diseases, and a Facebook page that connected patients with healthcare information in the city's dominant spoken language. May 2018 was consequential on multiple fronts. AIA Hong Kong introduced a trilingual face recognition-equipped customer service presence called Andy at its Wealth Select Center in Tsim Sha Tsui. And on May 21st, XiaoHui Lab was formally inaugurated at Hong Kong Science Park with the backing of the Alibaba Hong Kong Entrepreneurs Fund, SenseTime, Shangtan Keji, and the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation, attended by Chief Executive Carrie Lam, Alibaba's Joe Tsai, and Professor Teng Xiaohu, and offering each accepted startup $100,000 together with access to SenseTime's technology platform. July 2018 brought Sophia back to the RISE conference on July 10th, where she performed on stage and mimicked Goetze's facial expressions. August 2018 marked Digital Domain's 数字王国 entry into the emerging practice of recreating historical performers as holographic presences, when the Hong Kong Stock Exchange listed company announced a virtual concert featuring the late Taiwanese singer Teresa Teng, Deng Lijun. The production premiered on August 17th at Prism Entertainment's Holographic Theater in Hangzhou, a Chinese market deployment rather than a Hong Kong event, but one produced by a Hong Kong headquartered company that positioned Digital Domain as a pioneer in digital resurrection. Also that year, Ruby 9100M, the digital alter ego of Hong Kong artist Chen Kayu, had been building a practice in virtual creation since 2016, and in November 2018, she completed her first major commercial collaboration, working with Fendi on the brand's FIS4 Fendi campaign and establishing early evidence that luxury brands were prepared to engage Hong Kong origin virtual creators. In 2019, Ruby 9100M deepened her commercial work by producing 3 CGI avatars for a prominent Hong Kong shopping mall, demonstrating local retail appetite for virtual human-like figures before the pandemic-era acceleration of digital presence. May 2019 saw Digital Domain demonstrate its real-time digital human capability on the global stage when Douglas Robo appeared at TED 2019 alongside his digital replica, DigiDog, powered by a production pipeline combining Unreal Engine and NVIDIA hardware, Accent's motion capture, Manus VR, and DI4D facial capture, presented as the first digital human to give a TED Talk in real time. In August 2019, Pantheon Lab was founded at Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation by co-founders Ivan Lau, Christina Tse, and Mark Chan, with a technical focus on GAN-based face synthesis, face shifting, and lip syncing, and the company was accepted into the HKSTP Incotech program from the outset. Intercorn Technology, originally registered as Brightest Kin International Limited before being renamed in May 2020, was established in November 2019 by founder Daniel Lee, who brought banking experience from HSBC, Barclays, and Bank of China to a company that would eventually focus on AI concierge and virtual human deployments at Hong Kong locations. The year 2020 brought a transformation in the pace and breadth of Hong Kong's digital human activity. In January 2020, Gusto Collective was founded by Aaron Lau, a former international president of Chill Worldwide who committed a personal investment of several $1 million to what would become one of the city's most active virtual human companies. February 2020 saw Gusto expand with the formation of Gusto Media Lab under Ray Wong, formerly CEO of PhD Hong Kong. And in June 2020, the group took a majority stake in Reuters Communications, a 120-person PR firm co-founded in Shanghai in 2010 by Chloe Reuter and Nick Cakebread, subsequently renamed Gusto Lux, extending its reach into luxury communications across the region. On September 9th, 2020, Digital Domain separately announced Masquerade 2.0 via Globe Newswire, a software platform distinct from the company's subsequent unveiling on November 19, 2020, of Douglas, a neural rendering-based digital human built from more than 100 hours of capture data and capable of real-time face swap. In September 2020, beingAI was founded on September 17 by Jana Lim, whose background included a psychology degree from UC Berkeley, an MBA from HKUST, and executive roles as both CMO and CEO at Hanson Robotics. Her co-founders were Lee Chapman, former head of Warner Brothers, Consumer Products Asia Pacific, and Dr. Amit Kumar Pandey, who had served as chief scientist at SoftBank Robotics Europe. The company established its headquarters at Level 26 Prosperity Tower, 39 Queens Road Central. December 2020 brought the Smart City Blueprint 2.0, enumerating more than 130 initiatives and extending the government's formal commitment to technology-enabled public services. January 2021 produced a Reuters report published on January 24th that Hanson Robotics intended to produce 4 robot models in the first half of the year, including Sophia and its healthcare-oriented creation Grace, for commercial deployment. In March 2021, Sophia generated significant international attention when her NFT series centered on a work titled Sophia Instantiation and created in collaboration with artist Andrea Bonacetto, sold for $688,888 on Nifty Gateway across a March 23rd to 24th sale, with the broader series achieving approximately $1.7 million in total. The proceedings were live-streamed from Hanson Robotics' Hong Kong studio. The 26Hz AR specialist was acquired by Gusto Collective in 2021, as confirmed by TechNote Global, leading to the creation of Gusto XR Lab within the group. In August 2021, beingAI introduced ZB, its first AI being, reported by VentureBeat on August 20th, with a partnership with MyXR formalized on September 14th. In September 2021, Ruby 9100M collaborated with Adidas on the consortium Osra sneaker titled Transhuman, released through Stockist from September 17th, covered by Vogue Hong Kong, and representing the virtual creator's most widely discussed commercial partnership of that year. October 2021 was among the richest month in the decade's narrative. On October 10th, Sophia's self-portrait artwork, Sophia Facing the Singularities, was auctioned at Sotheby's Hong Kong for $5,015,000 Hong Kong dollars, approximately $644,177 with Borderless Capital as the buyer, positioning Hong Kong as a market for AI-created fine art. On October 14th, VTuber ONHK took place at the CGA Hong Kong Esports Arena, marking the first VTuber-only doujinshi convention in the city and creating a dedicated physical space for the local VTuber community. That same month, Monos, a Eurasian virtual influencer presented as a woman in her early 30s and the co-owner of art galleries in Hong Kong and Shanghai, made her debut through a spread in Elle magazine, becoming Gusto Collective's most prominent virtual creator. Pantheon Lab was also recognized in this period, earning placement in the Jumpstarter 2022 Top 100 and receiving the SciTech Challenge Award. In November 2021, beingAI presented SPI as a hologram at an Ernst & Young forum on November 16th in Palm Springs, California, a deployment using ARHT Media's holopresence technology that, while not in Hong Kong, brought a Hong Kong-developed AI being to an international business audience. In December 2021, Hang Seng Bank, Heng Sheng In Sheng, quietly launched its digital character Hazel on Instagram just before Christmas, establishing her social media presence ahead of a formal debut planned for the new year. Also in December, beingAI opened an auction on December 16th for a series of 100 intelligent Sophia NFTs, created under a perpetual license from Hanson Robotics in collaboration with Alethea AI and artist Pat Lee for deployment in a metaverse project called Noah's Ark. December 2021 ended with SenseTime completing its initial public offering on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange's main board on December 30th under stock code 0020, raising 5.78 billion Hong Kong dollars through the sale of 1.5 billion shares at 3.85 Hong Kong dollars each, establishing a valuation of 16.4 billion US dollars and posting early trading gains of as much as 23% before closing at 4.13 Hong Kong dollars, one of the largest AI company listings in Hong Kong's history, bringing a company with significant digital human product lines into the city's public market. In January 2022, Hang Seng Bank made a verifiable first by formally presenting Hazel as the inaugural digital character used by a bank in Hong Kong. A 25-year-old persona with stated interest in music, art, and yoga, developed following surveys of approximately 750 young people aged 18 to 30, with the launch spearheaded by executive Lucia Koo and including a collaboration with singer Jay Feng. Hazel was subsequently recognized as Marketech APAC's Innovation of the Year for 2022. In February 2022, Gusto Collective's Mono C sold an NFT titled Drowning in Love at Phillips Auction House's My Kawaii Valentine online sale, held February 14th to 22nd for 189,000 Hong Kong dollars. In March 2022, beingAI represented Hong Kong at the SSSW pitch competition in Austin, Texas, reaching the finals of the AI, robotics, and voice category on March 12th and 13th at the Hilton Austin downtown as one of 5 finalists, though the company did not win the category. Also in March 2022, Asiabots earned a silver medal at the Geneva International Exhibition of Inventions in its 48th special edition, with the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation announcing the result on April 8th. In April 2022, beingAI closed a pre-seed funding round on April 16th with participation from investor Lucy May at an undisclosed amount. In May 2022, Gusto Collective announced a seed plus funding round of $11 million on May 11th, raising the company's cumulative external capital since 2020 to $23 million, with the company employing approximately 200 full-time staff at the time of announcement. SenseTime also published an enterprise AI digital human white paper in May 2022, proposing a 5-level maturity framework from L1 to L5 for assessing organizational deployment of digital human technology. July 2022 saw the incorporation of QMMM Holdings, registered in the Cayman Islands with Hong Kong incorporated subsidiaries, including Quantum Matrix Limited and Many Creations Limited, under director Bon Kwai. Mono C appeared in July as the commission figure for the LCSD art at Harbor Project Garden of Eden. In October 2022, Inocorn Technology introduced Kemia, presented as an AI ambassador for concierge and receptionist tasks, announced on October 17th. Mono C appeared at the Digital Art Fair held October 20th to November 6th at Asia Standard Tower in Central, as the first virtual human featured at that event and exhibiting a 6-part generative series titled Corona Florella. November 2022 produced 2 significant developments. On November 7th, Gusto Mojo, a joint venture between Gusto Collective and WML, part of the Feng Group, unveiled AJA at the China International Import Expo in Shanghai, presenting her as a 21-year-old Shanghainese virtual influencer designed for the Chinese market, and on November 9th, Pantheon Lab announced a seed funding round led by the Alibaba Hong Kong Entrepreneurs Fund, managed by Gobi Partners GBA, which also publicly introduced the Idol Studio, a SaaS platform for digital human creation, correcting an earlier misidentification of the platform's name. In December 2022, SenseTime partnered with the Shanghai branch of Bank of Ningbo to deploy a digital human named Xiaoning for AI-powered financial live streaming, a mainland Chinese deployment by a Hong Kong-listed company. January 2023 saw Pantheon Lab make its first major international trade show appearance at CES 2023 in Las Vegas. In March 2023, Pantheon Lab closed a second seed funding round announced on March 22nd with Eureka Nova, the venture arm of New World Development, as a named investor, and the company confirmed a partnership involving GPT technology for property management, applications, and participation in the Greater Bay Area Accelerator. On March 15th, IAE's creator Louisa Zhu, identified as co-founder and CEO of metahuman center of RM Group and the originator of the first hyper-realistic virtual human in China, spoke at the Marketing Post Times E-Tailing Post conference organized by the Hong Kong Trade Development Council at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, connecting mainland China's most prominent virtual human creator to Hong Kong's marketing industry. Also in March, Monocy presented Rhapsody in Bloom at Rosewood Hotel Hong Kong from March 18th to 27th during Art Basel Week, marking the hotel's 4th anniversary, with LG Electronics as a partnership sponsor and a resulting NFT acquired for the hotel's permanent collection. In June 2023, RTHK Xianggang Diantai debuted AIDA, an AI-generated weather anchor representing the public broadcaster's entry into AI-presented news content in Hong Kong. In July 2023, beingAI announced the establishment of a U.S. headquarters at Western Kentucky University on July 27th, with a CADFA-approved 15-year incentive package committing approximately $3 million and creating 28 jobs over 3 years. Also in July, Hong Kong VTuber MYA, known in Chinese as Minya and a member of the HCavatopia group, performed a 3D mini live concert titled Real Idol at the HKAC G2023 convention, a milestone for locally produced VTuber live performance in the city. October 2023 marked a watershed moment for Hong Kong's digital media landscape when News, Dancing Wen, became the first media outlet in the city to deploy digital human news anchors, launching 6 AI anchors on October 6th and assigning them to its program Dianguan Xianggang. December 2023 brought a cluster of significant public sector deployments. Hong Kong Customs announced XiaoHui on December 29th, with service beginning December 30th, supported by 6 million Hong Kong dollars from the Innovation, Technology and Industry Bureau. The virtual assistant was deployed across 5 locations: Hong Kong International Airport, the Hung UNY Boundary Crossing, the Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridgeport, West Kowloon Station, and the Customs homepage, providing trilingual service in Cantonese, Putonghua, and English. Asiabots has claimed involvement in the XiaoHui project through its own channels, but no official government source named the company as technology partner. In mid-December 2023, MTR Tracy, a virtual assistant developed through a partnership among MTR HKTS, Charter Glory, Set Sail Software, and Pantheon Lab, and powered by large language model technology from Set Sail AI, was first deployed at Quarry Bay Station. Gusto Collective's Monocy appeared at Rosewood Hotel Hong Kong at Christmas 2023 for the Blossom of Hope 2023 NFC Charity Treasure Hunt, an appearance confirmed through Monocy's own LinkedIn activity. In January 2024, Asiabots exhibited at the Asian Financial Forum on January 24th and 25th at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, as a co-exhibitor at the Cyberport Pavilion, with CEO Chris Shum speaking on omni-channel banking. February 2024 saw MTR Tracy's coverage extended to Kai Tak Station on February 29th. In March 2024, SenseTime employed its Sense Avatar platform to digitally recreate the late Professor Tang Xiaowu, the company's co-founder who had died on December 15, 2023, for its annual gathering in Hong Kong, producing an AI-generated video showing Tang performing his trademark stand-up comedy as both tribute and demonstration of the platform's capabilities. That same month, News added 5 more digital anchors on March 15th, bringing its total to 11 AI news anchors. Among the new additions was David, described as the first Black Chinese-speaking news anchor. Also in March, Innocorn Technology created a digital replica of Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation. CEO Albert Wong for the HKS, TP Talent Power, UpI, and T-Career Expo. April 2024 concentrated several significant intersections in Hong Kong. At InnoEX 2024, Innocorn Technology and Novelty Robotics jointly demonstrated what they characterize as the first integrated AI virtual human combined with a physical robot in a single customer service solution deployed in Hong Kong. The Hong Kong Generative AI R&D Center, led by the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, also debuted at InnoEX 2024 with a project titled Resurrecting Glory, a Rebirth of the Past, employing AI virtual human technology to recreate the performance presence of legendary Hong Kong singers. Also in April, Hang Seng Bank launched the Payday Plus campaign, drawing on Hazel's established identity for a financial services initiative. In May 2024, SenseTime introduced the SenseChat Cantonese large language model, presented as the industry's first LLM with support for colloquial Cantonese, which the company made available free to all Hong Kong residents in July 2024, a direct and locally significant deployment. July 2024 was among the most consequential months of the decade for Hong Kong's digital human infrastructure. Digital Domain opened its Research and Development Center at Hong Kong Science Park on July 24, anchored by a 204 million Hong Kong dollar investment extending through 2029, attended by Secretary for Innovation, Technology and Industry Dong Sun, and organized around three focus areas: virtual human technology, VFX, and AI video production. The company filed plans for 5 Hong Kong patents and cited banking, education, elderly care, and tourism as target sectors. At the launch event, CEO Daniel Seah announced intentions to create real-time digital human versions of cultural icons, including the late Leslie Cheung, Zheng Guorong, and the late Wong Ka-kui, Huang Jiaju, the frontman of Beyond. Projects that reopen creative and ethical questions around digital resurrection within Hong Kong's own cultural inheritance. At the same event, Secretary Dong Sun engaged in real-time dialogue with a virtual recreating of Teresa Teng, demonstrating the maturation of a technology first produced by Digital Domain for a Hangzhou stage in 2018. Also in July 2024, QMM Holdings completed its Nasdaq initial public offering, priced on July 18th, with trading commencing July 19th under ticker QMMM. The company sold 2,150,000 shares at $4, generating gross proceeds of $8.6 million, with underwriter Wallach Bath Capital subsequently exercising a partial overallotment. In August 2024, beingAI's Zibei underwent a Buddhist ordination ceremony on August 8th, administered by Soto Zen priest Roshi Jundo Koen of Treeleaf Zendo in Japan. Netcast simultaneously from Treeleaf Zendo in Tsukuba and beingAI's Hong Kong office, Zibei received the Dharma name Amijiro, Huishin Rendao, and the event was subsequently covered by Tricycle, the Buddhist Review. Also in August, Pantheon Lab marked its 5th anniversary with a Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation press release on August 19th confirming 4 new MOUs covering partners in Hong Kong, Macau, Japan, and Malaysia, and identifying MTR Tracy and a Huawei-partnered digital human project referred to as N0L as active deployments. In October 2024, Asiabots presented AI Evelyn, a digital human capable of live question and answer interaction, at Hong Kong FinTech Week. On October 28th, where Evelyn engaged in a public exchange with Secretary Christopher Hui and performed AI-generated Shakespeare poetry, documented on the official HK FinTech Weekday 1 highlights page. That same month, SenseTime and the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation co-organized the Hong Kong AI Cross-Industry Collaboration Exchange, at which SenseTime announced a partnership with the Hong Kong SME Federation to integrate local restaurant and retail data into the Cantonese SenseChat Assistant, directed specifically at Hong Kong's small business sector. November 2024 brought Vivi.ai to Hong Kong with a formal launch ceremony reported by China Daily Hong Kong on November 15th, with Chairman Yao Yongjie and CEO Liu Yang presiding and entertainment industry figure Peter Lam Kinagok in attendance. The company announced plans to invest between 100 million Hong Kong dollars and 300 million Hong Kong dollars in Hong Kong, positioning the city as a hub for its multimodal AI and emotional companionship digital human products. In the same month, Hang Seng Bank's Hazel underwent a technical upgrade that equipped her to render more than 600 emotional states in real time with the new capabilities showcased in a music video produced with singer Gareth T as part of a financial literacy campaign titled Be a Game Changer. December 2024 brought two further expansions. DYXNet, a subsidiary of VNET Group listed on NASDAQ, and a long-standing Hong Kong enterprise network provider, launched its digital human platform on December 23rd at the company's 25th anniversary celebration, built in collaboration with Tencent Jiying, Tengshun Zhiying, and capable of generating lip-synced AI anchor videos and real-time virtual assistants in Mandarin, Cantonese, and English, with a separate product, Chat TV, integrating SenseTime's SenseChat AI within the same suite. SenseTime simultaneously rolled out its Sense Avatar marketing agent during its product launch week, a digital human configured for 24-hour AI-powered live stream commerce across mainland China, Hong Kong, and overseas markets in a single coordinated launch. In March 2025, Digital Domain signed a memorandum of understanding with Japan's Topan Holdings on March 4th, committing the two companies to jointly develop virtual human solutions combining Topan's light-stage facial scanning technology with Digital Domain's Momentum Cloud platform. Later in March, Pantheon Lab presented an enhanced metahuman interface with emotional intelligence and agentic AI at NVIDIA GTC 2025 in San Jose on March 19th, citing a client roster that included Toyota, KFC Taiwan, the Hong Kong Airport Authority, SBS Transit, and the National Gallery Singapore. On March 25th, Hong Kong Customs introduced a generative AI-powered upgrade to XiaoHui, integrating large language model technology from the Hong Kong Generative AI R&D Center with a retrieval augmented generation knowledge base and extending the virtual assistant's availability to WeChat, WhatsApp, and Facebook. March 2025 concluded with HoloLive Meet HK 2025 on March 29th and 30th, the first official Hong Kong event for HoloLive EN, featuring talents Mori Calliope, Takanashi Kiara, Iris, and Urochrony in meet-and-greet sessions with local fans. In April 2025, Innocorn Technology exhibited an AI virtual human designed for Queen Mary Hospital to improve patient service experience at InnoEX 2025. May 2025 saw beingAI unveil Una, presented as the world's first AI environment champion, created in partnership with Base Creative Consultants for the United Nations Development Programme's Asia-Pacific Office. In July 2025, Digital Domain announced industry-academia research collaborations with the University of Hong Kong, City University of Hong Kong, and the Hong Kong Design Institute, directed at virtual human research and development and talent cultivation. In September 2025, TVB Plus premiered Hong Kong Television's first AI-generated serial short drama, Zai Wo Xinzhong, Ni Shi Du Yi Wu on September 15th, structured as 10 episodes of under 2 minutes each and featuring 3 AI-generated artists, Hugo Ho, He Hao Long, Luna Tsang, Cheng Ziyu, and Owen Cheng, Zheng Boren, with professional human voice actors providing dubbing. In November 2025, Cornell Capital, Kang Ye Shin Dai Kwai Di partnered with TVB's Hugo Ho as brand ambassador, describing the arrangement as both the first use of a virtual AI artist as financial brand ambassador in Hong Kong and the city's first fully AI-produced financial advertisement. At Hong Kong FinTech Week Times Start Me Up HK Festival, 2025 held November 3rd to 7th at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, WeBank, Weizhong Yingxin, demonstrated a digital employee named Emily Ye in a live interactive session. with the company reporting a total deployment of more than 50 digital employees and over 730 AI agents across its operations. In the same month, the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology launched Avilization, described as the world's largest AI multi-agent social simulation sandbox, featuring 100,000 AI agents, each equipped with digital avatars under the direction of Professor Chen Kani, with a spin-off startup called beingAI, incubated from the project. In February 2026, Ben Goertzel, who had departed Hanson Robotics around 2020 but remained associated with the Singularity Net initiative, whose conceptual roots lay in meetings at Hong Kong Science Park, was listed as a speaker at Consensus Hong Kong 2026, a closing node that connected the intellectual architect of Sophia's AI framework back to the city that had been the robot's home for the entire decade.